never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness.
Like that, April? You like it? It's the intro for the readings, just for the live readings. I hope you like it. I like it too. Good evening, guys. I pushed this live back for an hour because I had to eat. I was on the phone. I got a friend in the hospital. Oh God, just, looking at everything that is coming against me. And Saturn is definitely opposing me right now with my creative house, with relationships. I mean, it's just, it's a wild night. It's a wild night. Today is a pivotal day. Okay. Today is a pivotal day. I'm going to start this live out with just a astrology reading for the days and the months to come. Where is your membership? What you mean, where's your membership? What you mean? What do you mean, girl? What do you mean, Shauna? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, Shauna. Welcome in, April. Good to see you, honey. Witchy Mama, Jeff. Good to see you guys. Did you figure it out? What's up, Cinderella? Hey, honey. Jill is in the house, too. Good to see you guys. April says your badge is there, hon. Yeah. I don't know. That is weird. No, she's talking about her, it's not there. Let me see what I did. Okay. Happy Friday, TGIF, Michelle. Good to see you. Yeah, what is going on? I don't see. So when I'm looking, I don't see your membership badge either. I don't. I'm not seeing either. What the hell? So we had Mexican. We had Mexican. It was really good. I'm now able to, I mean, I've got some things, something stuck in my, but it's been like 10 days, 12 days, something like that. So my tooth isn't, it's almost closed in, but I still have to eat on this side. It's been miserable, but tonight I ate. I was going to say Chinese because I saw April said, we had Japanese. Haven't had Japanese in a long time. But tonight I just wanted to come on for a minute and, do some astrology readings, live astrology, if you will. You're a new member? Well, Shauna, welcome, girl. Welcome to the Water Bear, sweetheart. Welcome again, babes. Bless it. Again, sis. Welcome, honey. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, no idea. It's not really a sore, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. But What I was seeing for tonight, what I was seeing for tonight was Hygieia is going over the Vulcan of Donald Trump right now. It's right now with the FBI as well, with communications. And today is a pivotal day. And let me show you why. I've got Sabrina up. I'll link her channel here after the live. I haven't done it. I wasn't expecting to actually link her, but I think it's important for us to understand. And after this live, I'm going to link some other, or during this live, I'm going to link some other good videos that you could watch that is explaining what I'm seeing, because what I'm seeing that is in the transits for the next few months are just not good. They're just not good. We've talked about NATO. We've talked about their connection with Donald Trump, and it's not a good one. NATO has Saturn in their 12th house of Leo, and it's a 2955. Well, that's where Donald Trump rises, is at a 2955. So what does that mean exactly? That means that they have a lot of limits and obstacles with the United States while Trump is in office. NATO is probably not going to be any longer. There's a lot of there's a lot that's shifting this year. There's a lot of changes that are coming this year. This is a huge year, and I've been talking about this for years. Years. This isn't something that is just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening." It's predicted, really. It's predictive. And our economy is not going to be good. So, with that being said, I also want to say that fear is not productive. It just doesn't do anything for the body, for the health, for the mind, for the soul, the spirit of who you are. I mean, I can live off grid. I can do it. I can do it. I'm okay with it. It's not going to hurt me because I've been without power. I've been without internet. I've been without water. I've had to understand and know how to do. Will I mean, I've got ammo. I'm just saying, guys, there is a lot, when I talk about the astrology with Netanyahu, his chart and the way that it connects to the United States, it's not a good one. His connection isn't a good one. Bill Gates isn't a good one. Elon Musk, it's not a good one. And when I say that it's not good, I mean for the longevity of the health of America, of the United States. And right now, Saturn is upon the stock market. The Federal Reserve is going to be having problems. We are in a shift, and it's a religious narrative. It's a lot of narratives for the fanatical, for the extremists, and our government, the people that run our government, the our general, our war general, Pete Hegseth, the Department of Defense dude, he is a radical. We can look back on videos of him and the things that he has said, and we just know this. We know who he is. He has already made his values and his intent known. So it's not really hard to predict what is to come. The religious fanaticism is absolutely trying to push a hard narrative, and they're going to create false flags to incite emotion. That's the name of the game here with this game of war. because it's not about peace. It's not about freedom. It's not about love. It's not about Jesus. It's not about any of that. It's about bring in the end of the world, bring in the Messiah. It's weird. It's sick. It's deranged. They've got a psychosis and they want to bring us to our knees. That's the reading. That's the gist of it. Now, I want to bring in Sabrina for just a second. Okay? Let's bring her in for just a second.
Minister said about sending in ground troops to Iran.
Has not ruled out boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
So we're waiting for them. It'll be a big disaster. People have been talking about, will we be sending in ground troops? And there's some people that have been saying the whole time, yeah, we are. We're going to, we can tell the narrative is already set. They tell us what they're going to do before they do it. The narrative has been set. It's been set. But the problem is that our enemy is sometimes our friend, our ally. And then they turn on you. Completely do a 360 and they just turn on you. Completely turn on you. And the United States is being set up. We've been set up by the indoctrination and the narrative for a religious war. That's the narrative anyway. So the foreign minister is saying, we're waiting. And now we hear today that there are ground troops that are being sent in. Yeah, sunshine, and now it's up to 5,000. 5,000 Marines, and it's just going to grow. So we are, let's listen to Sabrina because she's got a lot of passion here. And I think she is setting the tone, not setting the tone, but she is definitely representing most Americans and the way that we are feeling about this war and the collapse of America as we know it.
Has not ruled out boots on the ground.
You hear what he said?
Mhm.
He told you that they are waiting for them and they're ready for them. They've been ready. They've been 20 plus years ready. Been ready. Like these guys are walking into a trap.
Yep.
This is Iraq all over again, but 10 times worse. You cannot do what you did to Iraq to Iran.
That's right. That's right. This is not, guys, this is not like, this is definitely not like Iraq. You know what I'm saying? This is not. So, we saw Russia with Ukraine, and we were helping Ukraine against Russia. So should we be surprised that Russia would be helping Iran against the United States? I mean, no, we shouldn't be surprised with that, right? No, we shouldn't be surprised. Greed is a terrible thing. Risking lives and just killing people. I mean, it's just like for the name of what? What? What?
Has been showing us this since this war started. The military base is pretty much destroyed. Pretty much destroyed. What do you think is going to happen to those guys? Those are buildings and infrastructure. What do you think is going to happen to the people? Then there's the Houthis. There's nothing stopping the Houthis from getting involved to help. Nothing. Literally nothing.
But who are the Houthis? Who are the Houthis, guys? ISIS. You know, we've got all of these names. We've got all these names of these groups, of these terrorist groups. Who are they really? Who supports them? Who are they really working for? Which country are they working for? Because they're not just Islamist terrorists. Come on, guys. Come on. We got to think. We got to use our noggin here.
It's absolutely insane. I don't support this. And many of you watching, you don't support it. We do not support a war with Iran. And we damn sure do not support.
That's right. It's definitely in the Bible. That's what they want. That's what they want. That is the plan, is to create a narrative. And that narrative has been created already. It's already been created. It's already been created. That end times has been created, but it's not there is schools of thought with the Bible. But the extremist thought is where we're going. That's where we're going. I mean, essentially, that's the game theory, right? That's where we're going. That's where they want to lead us into, is the coming of the Messiah. The coming of Messiah. I mean, that's the name of the game here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you. Hold on. Here we go. This is predictive history. This is Professor Yang. If you don't follow his work, you should. He's absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh, I've read it front to back, his eyes. I know the Bible. I promise. I know it. And it's really easy to predict what they're doing, what they are doing. Here we go.
ABC News is going to ask Agachi, hey, there's talk in the United States already of ground troops being used against Iran. Okay? Now, I want you to observe his response and then the response of the journalist.
President Trump has not ruled out boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You were waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
Okay, you understand? Okay.
I love him. It's like, okay.
So you're saying that Iran is ready and willing to take on the U.S. military if there were to be ground troops?
Well, we were ready for this.
Well, if you create a story and you create a narrative, I think that you're going to be able to fulfill it.
Okay, so again, certain things to appreciate. First of all, the foreign minister, I got you, he is not at all concerned about ground troops. In fact, he basically said, it's a trap for you guys. You come in, we've been preparing for about 20 years for this, we will destroy you. Another thing that you will notice is the journalist is completely surprised by the answer. He's shocked into silence. He has to ask again, wait, are you saying you're ready for ground troops? And so this shows you that within Washington, D.C.
This is a really good video. Okay, this is a really good video. This video is an hour long, and I'm not going to play it because I'm about to read astrology. But I just want to show you that everything that I'm seeing in the charts and what I've been trying to tell you guys, this is the reality of it. This is it. Now, who do you think this is on the left? Who is that on the left? It's an old video. Not George Bush. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Damn, what'd I do? No, not George Bush. Let's go back a little bit more.
Okay, this is
Yes, Netanyahu.
Rabbi Sneerson. And he is the leader, or he used to be, he's died, but he used to be the leader of an organization called the Shabbat Lubavitch. I'll be talking more about Shabbat Lubavitch as we go along, okay? But I introduce.
So the Shabbat Lubavitch. If I were to show you this organization on the map when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, you would understand a lot more of what's happening. And let me just go ahead. Actually, no, that'll be for another live. That'll be for another live because it's on his map. You can tell. I can tell. We can tell on Charlie's map that this is surreal. This is a big, huge political, religious movement. And it seeks to cripple our economy. That's what's happening. Our economy is crippling our economy. Are we making America great again? That's the reading right here. This is the reading, guys. I'm showing it to you. Rather than reading from this and that and this degree and that degree and who is the charts that it's connecting, this is it. This is it.
You to him now. This is year 1990, and he is talking to Benjamin Netanyahu, who is a young and upcoming politician in Israel. Okay, and so let's look at the conversation.
He says, "Okay."
This is
מה שרואה עוד, וגם משהו שעדיין משאיר ליבו, אז הייתה משהו במה ידיעתו. הכנראה שהיא מספיק, כאילו שהיום כבר שוד, כמה שוד, מגיעים עדיין ליבו, אבל יש את כמה שעות, אבל יש להשתדל גם היום, בבשורה טובה.
Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, so as an up-and-coming politician, Netanyahu is going to the rabbi and the rabbis are the most powerful people in the Jewish society. He basically says, will you give me your blessing? Will you support me in my political endeavors? And the rabbi says, yes. They also talk about how things are progressing, okay? So another way of saying this is that there's almost like a plan in motion to achieve certain religious objectives. And things are going well. But the Rabbi Schneerson says, but they're not going fast enough because we need the Messiah, the great leader of Jewish people, to come. And we can set in motion things that will force the coming of the Messiah. So let's speed things up, Netanyahu.
This is an extreme. Now, I want you to watch this because this is going to be the last thing that I show you because it's so important. And please go and listen to the whole hour when you have time. Listen to the whole hour. Listen to as many of his videos of this professors that you can, because he knows what he's talking about. I see it. I've been seeing it. It's coming.
What book are you reading now? And he says Rome versus the Jews. It's a book by Barry Strauss, a historian. And it goes on about the 3 wars that the Jews fought against the Romans. And it was essentially a Holocaust for the Jews. A lot of Jews either died or were enslaved. The Romans burned down the Second Temple. So there's this historical animosity of the Jews against the Romans. Okay, but what he said is what Benjamin Netanyahu said is that I'm reading this book because we lost that war against Rome, but in the next war against Rome we must not lose. The question then is, who's Rome? It's not Iran, guys. It's probably not Russia. It's probably America, right? The great empire.
And that is what is in Netanyahu's birth chart. That's exactly what it is. What he is saying is true. Yes, very intelligent man.
So this is strange because Israel is the ally of America in this war. But Netanyahu is saying that no, our real enemy is Rome. That's what we must prepare for, okay? So I want you guys to keep this in mind. All right, this is Peter Hegseth, who is the Secretary of War for Donald Trump, okay? And this is the year about 2018.
So this is 2018. Okay, this is 2018. This is the Secretary of War. See, the plan doesn't just happen overnight. It's been happening. The plan has been in transit. It's been in transit.
Where he is in Jerusalem and he's talking to Christian Zionists, okay? Who these people are, I'll explain later on, okay? But let's listen to his speech really quickly.
Listen to this.
And I and others had a chance to go see the Western Wall of the Temple Mount, the Western Wall tunnels, so much of the old city. And as you stand there, you can't help but behold the miracle before you. And it got me thinking about another miracle that I hope all of you don't see too far away. Because 1917 was a miracle, 1948 was a miracle, 1967 was a miracle, 2017, the declaration of Jerusalem as the capital was a miracle, and there's no reason why the miracle of the reestablishment of the temple on the Temple Mount is not possible.
Okay, so he is a Christian. He's not a Jew. But what he's saying is that he's come to Jerusalem and he's visited these Jewish holy sites. And he can't help be amazed, be awed by the beauty, the spirituality of the Western Wall. He also goes on to say that there's been a series of miracles, okay? So 1917 was the Balfour Declaration, when basically the British Empire permitted the Jews to found the nation state of Israel. 1948 was when Israel was founded. 1967 was when when Israel fought a war against its Arab neighbors and won. Okay, and 2017 was when Donald Trump transferred the American embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, thus recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. And what he's saying is that, well, if this is a series of steps to achieving a divine plan, then the next miracle should be the rebuilding of Solomon's temple, the third temple, and that means destroying the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Okay? So what's going
I love it when he says, okay. Okay. So please, please subscribe to him. I think that that there is so much wisdom that he bestows in our current, state of being right now when it comes to well, I mean, he's got a lot of great videos. There's his channel right there. There's all kinds of people that play his stuff, that use his stuff as their own. This professor, like this lecture, I think, was on the 12th, and today's the 13th, so that this lecture was yesterday. And he's just really good. I mean, he's a really good teacher. So when I look at the United States map, because I'll be mapping. You don't have to be missing to have a map created. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have all that. I can create a map for you right now. And it's a trip to see. Like, I live on my North Node and Mars line in the 8th house of Capricorn. That's where I live. I can see where I went to school. I can see where I used to live and where this one used to live and where I used to work. I've been to Israel as well. Been to Mexico. And I have those, degrees in my chart. It's, I mean, this isn't pseudoscience. I would call it more of a metaphysics. This isn't a pseudoscience. It's more of a metaphysics for sure. So if we look at the map of the United States and we just look at the Dome of the Rock, what line is that? What line is this? It's right there. Well, what I've got connects to Elon in China. Jupiter, this is the Jupiter of the United States of America, is in their 7th house of relationships and partnerships. It connects to Elon, China. It's Jupiter. It's about religion. It's about universities, and it's about international law. International law. And we can't forget that it connects to Elon and China. That's very important. And as we go along in time, we'll see why it is so prevalent with Elon and China with the dome. With the dome. And the Al-Aqsa Mosque is right there as well. So they're both right there within proximity of one another. They're basically right on top of one another. You can see they're within just miles, just a mile. I mean, it's not even far. The distance isn't, that is. Yeah. Jay would Mimi, they have to destroy it and build the Solomon's Temple. What is Solomon's Temple? It's basically the Hermetic philosophy. Solomon's Temple is like the Freemasons. It's like, that's what it's like. It's like the Freemasons. It's like Scottish Rite, Solomon's Temple. And in the Bible, when we read stuff like that, we've got to use our higher state of consciousness when we read the Bible. I think that that's so important, the perception that we're reading it from. Just like when I've said, astrology is a language. It's like if I read a book, I read the Bible, you read the Bible, this other person reads the Bible, and we come together in a group and we're going to have different perceptions of what it truly means to us. When we're reading something like this, we have to read it in a higher state of consciousness where we're not taking everything so literal and we're understanding the philosophical and the ways of the universe, the physics that the ancients knew, this literal interpretation. The dome of the rock is your kingdom. It's the dome. It's how you are building the temple of Solomon. That's what they are teaching us with the Bible. It's pretty witchy. It's pretty cultish. And it is driving a lot of war and division, and it always has. When we take it in a literal type of interpretation, it becomes a fanaticism. That's what it becomes. And that's what we're seeing. But they're using it. See, they're using God, they're using Jesus, they're going to use these holy temples and holy mosques, and they are going to implement and incite violence and emotion, reactions from the American people. That's what they do. That's what they've always done. Yeah, tomorrow is my birthday. My solar return is tomorrow. Yes, it is tomorrow. Tomorrow on Pi Day. Einstein and I share a birthday, and I'm so excited to share a birthday with him. I'm so excited. And speaking of, what is also with this 319 with Saturn that's in transit right now, you know what? It's also creating limits and obstacles for King James with his moon, with his mother. Yeah. So we're about to get into that astrology right now. And then I'm going to open it up for anybody that wants to come up and read. We're going to do some astrology readings. We're going to get into a little bit of fun. Thank you, baby. Thank you, honey. Yeah, it is tomorrow. Thank you so much. Yes, it is tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, just another day. Just another day in paradise. Okay. Let's look at the astrology. Let me take this off. Let me share my whole screen with you. Let me do this. Entire screen. And let's take it all the way. Here we go. Here we go, guys. So earlier today, I was looking at the Federal Reserve, or earlier, just a little bit ago. I was looking at the stock and the NASDAQ and just all that stuff. Because I think it's important when we take a look at, thank you, Jaywood Mimi. And I got those two beautiful sweaters. I even tried the white one on for Jeff. And he was like, oh my God, it's so cute. It's so cute. Fits me perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mama. So the Federal Reserve, they are on the left, as you can see, and the transits, they're on the right. And the weight, we've got a huge weight right now. The weight is really on Elon. It's on a ship. It's on one of our vessels. It's on one of our ships that's in the Red Sea. One of ours. It's either the Ford or the Lincoln. I can't remember, but there's a weight. There's a weight of home with it. And this 1358 is going to come down. Hades is going to come down to, Hades takes us into the underworld. It creates a huge weight. It's like having a weight on our shoulders, and it's just all day. It just doesn't let up, and we're just weighted down with a bunch of grief. And the Hades at a 1358, as it comes down to the 1357, what we're going to see is a lot of communications. There's going to be a lot of media that is surrounding the international law, the way that we create. This is also in the fifth house of kids. Also in the fifth house of kids. Oh, thank you, Jaywood Mimi. Thank you. They are really cute though. And they're light and they feel good on my skin. I just love them. I've already got them in my bag to wear them for next week. Hopefully it'll be warmer when I see you. So what we're looking at is we're looking at, we already saw this coming because when Zeus right now is at a 2601, but 5 days ago, we were talking about it. We were looking at them. I mean, we were seeing that there was a lot of contracts that were not being fulfilled, and especially in the sea. This has everything to do with the sea and things of the past. Everything having to do with the spirituality of what is really taking place here. So we got this dualism with Zeus, and Zeus is magnetized to a lot of warring, and it's in the ninth house. So it is about the law. It really is about the international sea, the international law, because the ninth house is international. It's also about the law. It's about religion, you know, things that we learn, things that are, this is a big deal for the Federal Reserve. I see things coming with the IRS. It just seems like everything is changing. NATO. I was talking about NATO today. Let me get back to it. The 319 with Saturn. See, Saturn is at a 318. It could be at a 319 by now, but at a 314, Saturn, there was things that the stock was learning. That's the ground troops, honey. That's the ground troops right there. They were already learning. It was already word on the streets. Okay. It was already word on the streets. But now that Saturn is going to make contact with Kronos. Kronos in the sixth house of health, their everyday. So this is their health. This is their everyday. And that 319. 319 is pretty important. It's also where we are definitely going to see Tucker Carlson be spitting. He's going to be spitting. He's going to be so mad. Seriously, I'm not even joking. He'll be spitting. He's going to be red. He's so pissed off because Saturn is going to be limiting information that he has that is coming in about his ground troops, about the warring, about Netanyahu, about what we are really doing. What we are truly doing over there. What are we doing? What is the plan? What are you thinking? This is some religious crazy shit going down. You know what I mean? Right now, there's a lot of things that we are learning. This 2941, we are learning about friend groups. I connected this 2941 with Russia. This 2941 is also with Israel. I haven't been to Russia, but I've definitely sure been to Israel. I'll tell you what, we're learning some things, and I am learning something about my friend, one of my friends that is not doing so good right now. Well, what's Israel learning about their friends? What's Israel learning? So this 2941 is going to come to the ascendant of Donald Trump. It's coming to the ascendant of Donald Trump. Let me pull him up and I'm going to show you. Because Donald Trump and NATO have a certain connection. They have a certain connection in their charts that leads one, like myself and other astrologers, if they look at it, they're going to be dumbfounded because that 2941 is coming to Donald Trump and NATO. And I want you to see it because it's coming. NATO, their 2955 is Saturn in the 12th house. All right. The 2955 that they connect with is Donald Trump's ascendant. Donald Trump, is their Saturn that slows things down. Things of the past that slow them down with a lot of attention. There's a lot of attention on NATO here. Venus has just come in opposed. They're Poseidon. Venus is on her way to oppose the Neptune. It's religious. Where they're going is quite religious. Remember before the dark moon and the moon conjunct the United States, it conjunct NATO first. Not good. That was on the 10th. Today is the 13th. So Hygeia right now, Hygeia is at a 2556 and she is sitting right here, and it's about the health and of the public image of the communications with Donald Trump. It's exactly what it is. You see that right there? It's a 2556. Let's just stop it right there. Let me show you. I'll just duel it out. Show you once again. It's sitting there. Hygeia is sitting there. This is a big deal. This is in the 9th house right now. The international law and the communications with Donald Trump. Not good. April, what'd you do? You know what? Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing, April? Stop. Orb Attraction done sent me $20. April done sent me 75. Did you mean to send me $75? April? April, did you mean to send me 75 bucks, girl? Yeah, I smell shenanigans too with you, mama, with April. Thank you, Laura. April, did you mean to send me 75, babe? Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. April, if you don't stop, I swear, stop. April, stop it. You're about to. Oh my God. You're hilarious, girl. April, stop it. She keeps sending me 25. Stop it. Thank you, April. Thank you, girl. I guess I gotta buy your girls another book. The more money I get, I haven't bought anything in a hot minute. That's okay. What's up? Reno Dockery. Thank you, April. Thank you so much. You're so generous, girl. I don't even know. I'm like Permagran over here. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Thank you, April. You're so bad. You're so bad. So, okay, back to the normal programming here. I know it's for me. It's for me. It's for me to do what I want to do. Thank you. Thank you, babe. I don't even know what to say. Like, thanks. I'm just so, yeah, hit that like button too. That's right. That's right. That is right. Okay. This chart right here, or I can't even think now. Y'all got me all kind of messed up, April. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Barb. Yeah, April. No, she's not. That's the thing. She's not. Thank God. So what does it mean? What does this mean for the health to be on Donald Trump? The thing is that it's not just on Donald Trump, guys. It's making contact with the FBI as well. There is a lot of things that is happening with Donald Trump, with the international law, with just doing what he wants to do. And this Mars energy here, this Mars energy has had a lot of energy going to it with Selena. You know, Selena has just went over Mars and now she is coming here. She's about to teach him a lesson. Okay. Selena teaches. She teaches. And she's going to be teaching him a lot of lessons. Hey, cat lady. Yeah, you do like messing with me, April. You're hilarious. So this 2524, remember Hygia had already made contact here. And then now she's here. So she came here to set the stage for this religious war with Trump. And now Hygia is making contact here, and that's with his public image. And it's about his values. It's about his values. And what he truly values is the money, this business. And we can't forget that he is a businessman and he has lost at his business. You know, some of his business avenues, some of his choices haven't been all that great. This country is about to have a great reset. That's what it looks like to me. I know it sounds so cliche, but it looks like it's definitely going to have a reset, especially with the monetary. We are going to see a lot of changes in our reality. If there's anybody that wants to have a reading with their natal chart, all that I ask is send me a donation to the Cash App, send me a super chat with your birth details or whatnot, or if you want a card or something like that. And if you don't have $1, it's okay. You don't have to have $1. And, by all means, if you can't afford it, it's okay. We'll still do it. We'll still do it. That's just what I'm asking for. But if you can't afford it, I totally understand. Been there, done it. It's no big deal. So that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm opening it up for. I don't see Orbitraction in here. I don't see Shauna in here. I know that she is going back and forth, trying to figure out what's going on with our friend. I tried to make it rain through the phone. You did. You did make it rain. Yeah. April, make it rain over here. April doesn't have that money, actually. Actually, April doesn't. And that's the whole thing. It's like she doesn't really have it like that. But anyway, She's hard-headed. And she wonders why her girls are hard-headed. Like, I don't understand. The fruit don't fall far. Like my kids are the same way. I mean, they are the same way. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Smack talker. I got it. I got your $10, baby. A smack talker is wanting a reading. That's what it is. She's wanting a birth chart reading. She's wanting me to see what I got going on, what she's got going on. Let's look at it, smack talker. Let's look at it, honey. Let's see what's going on. I can't remember what I got you under. I think I've got you under, Michelle. But I don't remember. Yeah, Michelle Uncataco. Is this the right one? Let me see. I've got 10 a.m. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Let's see if this one is you. 10:49 a.m. I think that this is it. I think this is it. What you got going on? Let me stop the transits. Let me duel you out. Let me duel you out. Oh shit. Hold on. Michelle, it's 10:49 a.m., right? Let me know. Let me know, girl. I love you too, April. Thank you, babe. You're such a sweetheart. You're always so giving. April's been giving since I've known her. She's such a giver. She's just such a giver. Reno Dockery, can you send money just for the night? Hilarious. All right, Michelle, where you at? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Let me know you're in the house before I start reading you, babe. No, you don't have to be a member. You don't have to be a member. Where is she at? Come on, Michelle. Before I start reading. Let me text her. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to start reading this because I'm pretty sure even if she's not in the chat right now, she'll be able to go back. So let me look at this. Well, we know that the dark moon, I mean, it's a 9/19, so it's definitely already come over her dark moon. Damn. Whew. So it's about death, rebirth, regeneration, other people's money, things that are hidden, things that she doesn't quite see, and it could be with the long travel. And that the dark moon has just went over your dark moon, Michelle. A lot of disordered aggression, things from the past have come back. Things from the past have come back. And the dark moon isn't going to slow down, honey. So the dark moon, you've just got to get used to it. I think we've already talked about this, but we're going to talk about it one more time just to reinforce the way that you need to ground yourself, okay? Because the dark moon is going to be hanging out in this 8th house, making her way. She doesn't go retrograde, so she's just going to stay on track. And it's going to be, you've already had a disordered aggression, a lot of things that are taking place, things from the past, could have to do with the long travel, other people's money, maybe not having the money to go somewhere. I mean, this is a lot of frustration. And then there's going to be frustration with a relationship. This is actually, there could be a plane involved, but there's also where things would be happening with the FAA maybe, and there's something happening with a relationship with the courts. This could be about court too. This could be about attorneys. This could be about attorneys, even shit, even a vehicle could be involved or a plane even. Any type of movement, any type of vehicle. And this is also this can, we'll have to watch this because as the dark moon comes to your Mars here, we'll want to watch that and just kind of educate you. Okay, this is when it's going to be coming upon you because it's going to hit that Mars and then it's going to hit this ninth house outer wheel. Again, this could be about courts, things that you're learning. This is a higher learning here. The way that I would want to work this energy myself is to get a higher certificate, schooling, go higher with other people's money, but then that still could bring you. It's just, I mean, I don't even know how you could work this energy right here. And it's also opposing your values, opposing the communications. It's opposing money. It's really mental. It's a lot of mental confusion. Mercury is confusing in it itself. The mercurial energy with Gemini, with Virgo even, I think that this right here has to do with a child though. This ninth house, well, Jupiter is opposing it. This would be older, older members of your family, like your grandparents or just older members of your family in the ninth house. And this 15, 18, Jupiter, where is Jupiter? Oh yeah, Jupiter is still opposing. So Jupiter is already opposed. But see, Jupiter is coming back. So Jupiter has already went over this third house of communications and it's coming back. Coming back. Coming back. So if you could look back on that 15, 18, where Jupiter was before, it's now going to be going forward. So this can give you an idea of what is going to be in what's going to be happening. If you can go back and you can look, excuse me. Yeah, on the 27th. So February 27th, that day, right around that time, that's what you're going to be going back to with Jupiter. And Jupiter can be the law, it can be about a plane, it can be about long distance, it can be about family. And your south node is here. So your south node is going back. It's going back home. It has to do with family. It could be your mother's side, but this is definitely going back to family. We would have seen it on the 27th. And then Jupiter is going to come back on let's see. So you'll want to watch this. You'll want to watch this and let me know how it goes. You need to let me know how this is going. And this is going to happen on the 22nd. So the 22nd, that's the day. That's actually the morning that I want to go to search for Sebastian. So interesting that is going to touch your south node. Jupiter is going to be right there at your south node, right back there at the home, at the waterway. It's interesting too that Chris Proudfoot is also going to be in transit on that day. I can't wait to talk about the astrology of that day. But yeah, so this is what I'm seeing for you, Smack Talker. So maybe, whatever happened on the 27th is going to come back around on the 22nd. So you'll have to look back in your little Look back in your phone, look back in your messages, see what's going on the 7th on the, what was it? On those days. Yeah, sending love and prayers. What are you saying, Smack Talker, up there? You don't think he'll make it through the night? Is it your dad? Who's not gonna make it? My dad is dying. Oh, it's your dad. It's your dad? So let's look back at that. Hold on. Hmm. I mean, the moon is definitely here. The moon is here. There is a relationship that is coming to the Jupiter as well. Juno is a relationship. Let's see. So it's the money. So it's the money. Is that the reason why you're not going home? Is that the reason why you're not going to see your dad? Is it money? Like, why are you not going home to see your dad? Like, why what are you there or are you there? Smack talker, let me know. Let me know, Michelle. Let me know, honey. Let me give you a angel oracle card, babe. Because at this point in time, I mean, that's really, if that's the case, I just wonder why it is because I can definitely see that Saturn was coming and making contact with your first house. That 2935, we can definitely see that there's a lot of energy, right? There's a lot of energy that is warring with you that is coming here and it's coming to your ascendant. It's hitting you hard. There's a lot that's hitting you hard and you may be having a headache. You may get a migraine. This could be something that is really taking a toll on you physically, right? Anytime you look at a chart, your first house is always going to be square to your 10th. Your first house is going to be square to your 4th. It's going to oppose your relationships, and you have a lot that is coming right here. There's a lot of energy, lots and lots of directed energy with Ceres. So it just seems like, if you were, what is the issue of not going home? So we know that the dark moon has been, it's traveling in the 8th house of death, other people's money, and the dark moon is hitting it's hitting those second house of values too, where it's like, money is just here and there and it's nowhere. That's the way it feels, it seems like. So there's going to be a breakup, it looks like, in the next couple of days. There's like this breakup with the physician, the enlightenment of the health. That's definitely coming. I can see that. Within the next 24 to 48 hours, the amitos. is going to make contact with the physician. But I'm so sorry, babe. Looks like the North Node in Pisces, this this 821, it's already went over the 831. There's a justice. There's a justice with groups reaching out to people. This is definitely with the way that you bring in money, Michelle, is definitely networking. It's definitely having to do with the way that you shine with groups. But I'm sorry to say that, the way that you bring in money is a humanitarian way. So that is, that's your chart, babe, and you just got to work with it. You got to work with it. If you need charity, you need charity. If that's the only way that you can bring it in, you need to be creative with it. And that's what this 11th house is asking you to do. Be creative. Be creative. Be innovative. Do something. Do something online with your network of friends. With your network of friends. I mean, and I hate to say it, but some of us just get dealt that shit. And this is, some people have a great 11th house and they're just thriving. While some of us will have that, the charity. Please give. Homeless, feed me type of, it's like, damn. But it is what it is. Everybody has a different role to play, sis. Life, death, fate, having faith in fate, doing what you can to just doing what you can. You gotta if all it is you need gas money to get back and forth, you need to a closed mouth don't get fed. You need to ask for what you need. Success. I've drawn a card for you, honey, because I feel like we need a little spiritual talk going on. And this is about the enlightenment of success. What is success? It's not financial success. It's what you have within you and what you know exists in you because there's no fear. You just know what you know. And you know that there is something much greater than this life, than the world as we know it. There's something so much greater. That's in the void. It's the zero of creation. This is 33. Success. Let's read what it has to say. We're gonna get through this, Smack Talker. We're gonna get through this. Through your hard work and dedication in one aspect of your life, you're about to experience great success. Continue to hold a vision of the outcome you desire and allow yourself to daydream about it all unfolding exactly as you would love. You already have everything it takes to succeed in this situation. You have everything that it takes. There is nothing stopping you from anything that you want to do right now. You have everything that it takes. Sometimes you just got to be creative and you've got to figure it out and you got to do it. You got to take action. Action. That Mars in that 8th house, where the dark moon is headed, it's all about action, taking action. This is your affirmation. I have in me all that it takes to achieve a fulfilled and happy life. All my power lies in the way I think. I consciously attract love, abundance, happiness into my life. I deserve everything it is to succeed. So if you are deserving everything it is to succeed, you're deserving even in your lowest point, even in your grief, you are deserving of that. So how are you able, right? How are you able to take this grief and turn it into something beautiful? That's where your focus needs to be. How can you turn this into something beautiful? How can you get to where you're going? Yes, the 33 master degree. How can you take everything that it is that you have and make your reality happen the way that you want it to right now? Because you have the power to succeed in anything and everything that you want to do right now. You have that power. You just may have to be innovative. It may take a lot of work to get there, but you got it. You got this. Even at this lowest point, you can do it. That's my message. That's my message, Michelle. I love you, girl. We're here for you, babe. We're here for you. It is the cycle of life, and it doesn't make it easier. It doesn't. It is a cycle of life. But whatever it is, it's going to make it easier for you during this period of this cycle. Make it happen. There's nothing that's stopping you. There's nothing that's stopping you. You just got to be innovative and think about a way to get there. How can you get there? What do you need to do to get to where you want to go to see your dad? You never know. We never know. We absolutely never know. That's I told my mom, I said, she was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I said, "Nothing." And my dad started joking about, a car or something like that. I said, "No, I don't want a car. I want a razor. I want a side by side. I don't want a car. I got a car." I'm gonna dream big. I'm gonna ask for something big. Otherwise, I don't want it. My mom is, she's she's here. What else can I want? It's priceless. It's the priceless gift. Just having friends and having people support me, that is so much. It is so much. My friends support me in every way. And it's just like, wow. It makes me want to be a better person. It makes me feel like I'm worth something. And I love the way that they make me feel. So life is good. It's all good as long as you're not a slave for a dollar. It's all great. Once you become a slave, you're enslaved in your mind, your spirit, and just becomes an endless cycle. But Michelle, you don't have, I mean, I can see it in your chart. You just don't, some of us are the haves and the have-nots. And it's okay. The way that you have is through a humanitarian way. That's the only way that you're going to have, babe. So you have to be innovative. And it sucks to have a chart like that. I get it. That Pisces or the Aquarius sucks. But you got to deal with that, the life you're dealt with, and suck it up. I don't even think it's the one that you're dealt with. I think it's the one that you happily obliged to. And it could be a great way. You're just going to have to, in order to get to your daddy, if that's where you want to be and spend those last moments and hightail it there, you're just going to have to be innovative in the way that you bring in a dollar to make it there, to get a room, you know? And you gotta have people in your corner, and you gotta ask, because a closed mouth don't get fed. I need this. Okay, what do I have that I can sell? That's what I be thinking. What can I do? What can I sell right now? I got this, I got that. What can I sell? What can I sell? What can I pawn? I mean, what can I do here? If you don't have, that change bucket. I used to carry, save all kinds of change and stuff. And every year I wanted to go to the casino with my change, cash it in, $600,000, something like that. All my change, I would just take it, do something fun with it. Hell, sometimes I'd have to take it and pay my bills with it, you know? Yeah, DoorDash all the way, girl. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Get into the solution. Get into the solution. That's all you have to do is just get into that solution. What are you going to do? I mean, the way that the world is going, guys, I mean, we about to all be the have-nots. We about to all be that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. It's insane. Insane. I mean, I work 24/7. My mind is always going. I'm always looking. I'm always looking. I'm always trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to be better. And the work is going to pay off. It's just, when is that going to come? And it does. It comes through you guys, you know? I hate to say it, but damn. I mean, you get a chart like mine, you know? You're going to have to do something too. You're going to have to figure it out too, just like I did. We all need one another. We all need one another. I brought me a big lifted truck sitting on 20s, and I'm a truckaholic. Yeah, we got to get Jeff's truck fixed, bless his heart. I think I don't know like the mechanics of his truck, but I know that his turbo is out. So, and he works on his truck, he works on our cars. He's a can do it all kind of dude. And his turbo is out in his truck. It's just one thing after another, man. But you just got to laugh about it. Just got to get in the solution, stay in the solution. Don't stress it. Don't stress it. Jeff says you festering before you even need to fester. Don't even stress it right now. It's not even here yet. And I'm like, you're right. It's not. It's not even here yet. I'm just trying to play the tape all the way through. And what am I going to do when this happens? I'm trying to be prepared here. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to come on, do a little bit of reading. Thank you, Reno Dockery. Thank you. I just wanted to come on here and do a little bit of reading because we need some come to Jesus meeting, guys, because this stuff in the world is cray cray. And it's like we can see it happening. They're telling us everything that they're doing. And it doesn't take a rocket science to figure it out. It's just, look, I'm in the country. I'm Gucci. Okay. I'm surrounded by ex-military people. They got they got stuff. Okay. I'm good here. I'm good. I've got chickens. I mean, I can live off the land, what have you. I got water. I got an ever ending supply of water. Now, if our air was compromised, soil was compromised, that'd be a little bit different. But we got to get into solutions and think about planning ahead. What you gonna do? Any extra money that you guys have, go ahead and get some canned foods. Just try to prepare as best as you can. And if nothing happens, nothing happens. But each week that you go to the grocery store, get a few cans of, some more cans of stuff, some beans, something that's not going to go to waste, something that's not going to expire really soon, Yeah, don't give up till you get there, smack talker. That's what I'm talking about, sis. Get your ass on the road, do what you can, and don't worry about it. God's going to take care of it the whole way there. And when I say God, I'm talking about you. You're not going to be stuck in fear. Being stuck in fear is to be crippled. We want to be stuck in fear. We want to get into the solution, right? And again, when you go to the store, get you some extra canned foods. If you don't have water, start saving some water. Just start doing some stuff, make yourself feel better at least. Because if the shit just keeps on going south, I don't think that our air or our soil is going to be compromised. But I do think that we need to be proactive, especially in a time of war. It just only makes sense, common sense. And if we are in a religious war, it's just, I mean, I already told my daughter, I don't like the fact that, my granddaughter goes to a certain school that is a religious school. I don't like that. Is it cute to hear her singing, Jesus is alive? Jesus is alive. She is so cute. She is so cute singing that. But at the same time, I'm like, it's that's what's going to be targeted. That's what's targeting, groups of people and religious buildings, kids. That's how they can get to us, to incite us as kids, schools. Schools. Get us mad enough to where we want to just rip them apart and tear it all up. So that's coming, That's definitely coming. Have your pennies and your gold in bad times. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Grandma was right. She is rotten. She is rotten. You have raised beds, his eyes. We were wanting to do that. We were wanting to do raised beds. Don't know if we're going to be able to financially to get those. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. I don't know that we're going to be able to do that, but we're trying to figure it all out. I haven't even gotten my seedlings started. So glad we literally have in the middle of nowhere, not in a big city. Yeah. That's a big thing. I mean, I do live close to a base. I probably live 120 miles, I would say, from a base, from a pretty big base. But what are you gonna do? I mean, when it's my time, it's gonna be my time. So nothing I can do. I mean, I'm going to try to prepare though, and try to be prepared the best that I can. I'm going to get into the solution, not try to be, instead of being in fear, I'm just going to be productive. Do what I can. You saw a great thrifty way to make raised beds. Yes, send that to me. Yes, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because we do want some raised beds. I mean, last year and the year before, we didn't have raised beds, but can you pull one card and see when I will get my settlement? Do I have your birth chart? When you will get your settlement with a card. I can try. Girl. Let's see. Let me pull my astro cards. Don't I have your birth chart? Don't I have your chart, babes? If we're looking for a settlement, maybe we can see that in the charts. Why's my cards like this? Yeah, if I've got your chart, but I will pull a card for you. Let's see what this card will do. Oh, that was your son. Girl, okay. I'm a thrifty witchy mama. I'm all about that. Seriously. Seriously. When will you get your settlement? Well, I tell you what, if it is, hey, let's just put them all right there. They're just all trying to fall out. Do you have your birth time, Michelle? Oh, there was way too many that fell out. I'm thrifty and live on the back 40. I'm saying. Okay, so second house, that's a good one. That's about money. So we got the second house of resources. That's about money. So that's a good one that fell out. The ascendant. So we've got the ascendant. We've got the second house. We got the ninth house. Looking pretty damn good, girl. Looking pretty good. Because this would be a settlement. Hitting that ascendant with your money. There is a quincunx. There's some tension with it. Definitely some tension with it. There's some a little bit of problems here. And it's conjunct. There's an alliance. There is an alliance, a conjunction. So let's think about this. How soon could you get it? Because we have the quincunx and the square, the semi-square, the square. Let's read this one because everything is looking like it's all in alignment. There is a there is someone. There's someone. Could that be the judge? Could that be the processor? There is something in the way. There's something in the way. Let's see. Let's read this tension, okay? Is it a medical settlement? Is it having something to do with the medical? Because there's something about this tension. There's a lot of tension with this. And we got somebody else. It's been a long time. My neck doesn't work the same. Workers' comp. Okay. There it is. There it is. Okay. I had neck surgery. Wow. Okay. Okay. So let's read this and just feel this out, about maybe the timing here. Because there's a slowdown per se, but there is a challenge to how quick you could you could receive this. I'm going to say within the next 3 to 6 months. That's what I'm going to say. These 3 aspects. So that's why I'm thinking 3 to 6. These 3 aspects are awkward, potentially confrontational, and urge us to grow as we reconcile points of view. Square aspects act as if 2 horses are pulling at right angles. 2 cars are colliding at a crossroad. Needs collide. The tension pulls between different priorities within and without. A square is formed by 2 planets that are 90 degrees apart and in the same modality, cardinal, fixed, mutable, while a semi-square is formed by 2 planets 45 degrees apart. A quincunx is 150 degrees apart from 2 signs that have neither polarity nor element in common. So life is a workout. This phase that you are going through is juggling, muscle building, careful coordination of competing needs. You may feel pulled between one path or another, pushed to make a decision. It's all about the timing and the rhythm. Working with people who have diverse mindsets, skills, backgrounds can be challenging, but in the long run, these collaborations prove most productive and enriching. Find points of ease, the few things everybody agrees on already, and build out from there. Honor difference and expand. Let this situation become a mandala created by the interlocking elements at the first glance. It may not all be what it seems. These tense aspects take work, but don't avoid it. If you take a hatching baby bird out of its egg so it doesn't have to struggle, it won't build the strength needed to survive. A butterfly needs to struggle coming out of the cocoon in order to have circulation in its wings to fly. So this situation that you're in right now is building strength, so get ready to fly. This is definitely a working out of your mind and your body and your spirit. So you want to take this opportunity, it says, to strengthen and reconcile any conflicts from within and resolve any type of internal conflicts because it's easier to resolve the external ones. So I don't know. I'm feeling like it's about money because that's the second house, right? And they all fell out. I mean, it's just, usually I just read one. Even if they all fall out, I just pick one. But it's also coming to your ascendant. So that's your body, your life path, right? Then we have the ninth house. The ninth house is the court. So that's the workers' comp. That's the courts that are awarding you a settlement. And then you've got an alliance. That would be I guess, like the attorney. These would be attorneys. And then the tension. So it could be taking a little bit longer than what you would like, but just you hold out, right? You just keep holding out and it's going to come. You just know that it's going to come. And definitely working on yourself. Yeah, working on your strength. Anything that you need to do in order to build that strength in your neck, or anything that it could take, homeopathic, anything that you could do, even if it's, just simple neck rolls. I don't know what you're able to do, but getting, you find that makes you feel better in your neck, and you just keep doing it. And you don't stop doing that, and you just really work on yourself to heal yourself. So that was pretty cool. I like that reading. I like it a lot. Definitely been working on yourself. You're welcome, honey. Yeah. Yeah. And if I had your birth time, I could pull it up and look at your birth chart. And I could tell a lot there. I could even tell if you are ever going to receive one. Like, I can tell if people are going to receive a inheritance, What's the name of that deck? It is Star Code Astro Oracle. I love it. I think any astrologer should have astrology cards. That was so cool. I think that, our birth charts are we always think that, Michelle, because we all have we all have a story. So I'm going to pull one more for a certain person right now. For a certain person, they know who it is. I just got asked to pull a card, and I'm going to pull this right here because that's the Astro card. That's the one that I'm using right now. So let's look at this. Let's look and see what it is. Yeah, you're welcome, with you, Mama. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, so we've got progressions. Here is for my friend that is not feeling good. Progressions, journey. It's about the journey and the progress chart, and the things that are taking place today in your life have been progressed to this. I mean, we can look at a solar return chart. We can look at progressions, and we can see things that are coming ahead. But I mean, I'm already planning the tape through when I'm looking at your chart. When I'm looking at your chart, I go ahead and I plan that. I see that progression that's coming. Not what's just happening right now, what is to come in days, months, weeks, what have you. So this progressions, this journey, where's my book? Oh, there it is. This journey. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Pi day, baby. Pi day. 314, babe. 56. Okay. The planets continuously move through time and space. When you're born, you imprint the patterns of that moment, which are described in your natal chart. That's progressions. But the planets keep moving, and you also imprint the patterns they make as they progress through those first few months. These progressions sketch out the big, sweeping journey of your life. You live that pattern out at roughly the rate of a year to a day for the rest of your life. Once you're born, you can't choose the cycles you live through. Progressions do not speak of a passing thing, but to the big sweeping arcs of fate to your soul's journey. Your present situation may not make sense right now, but it's less to do with your daily existence. Stand back, look at your life's journey. Think of the years you've engaged in the world, the years you needed time for personal work. Consider making a timeline or painting the landscape to see where you are in those big sweeping patterns. This situation feels fated, but the outcome is not destined per se. Though you may feel uncomfortable, you always have a choice about how you respond. To help you guide in the moment, consider where you would like to be at the end of your life, a far distant point. Look back. Let this future become your lighthouse to guide you, even though you may have to go around the rocks. Work with tides. Let your lighthouse guide you. This is not a small obstacle that you're dealing with. This is a part of a complex pattern. Every choice you make changes how it unfolds. Trust the tides and set your own salts. And set your own sails, not your own salts. Trust the tides and set your own sails. So basically, with this friend, I'm feeling like there's obstacles, but there's a fate here, and it's just the way that we react, right? So this friend is very funny and likes to make jokes even when they are not feeling good. And that is a part of how you respond. And it's a great way to learn, because the way that we respond to events and things that are happening in our life, it reminds me of, I think it was Jesus that was sentenced to death, and like he kissed the guy. Didn't he kiss him? Didn't he kiss Pontius Pilate? And he's like, thank you so much. I'm like, thanks for sentencing me to death. Giving him a kiss. I mean, who would have done that? Not me. I'm not going to like kiss somebody that's about to kill me. It is the way that we respond. And so my friend I can see why that card is a good card. It's definitely calling on that side of them. Yes. Yeah, wow. Pizza, pie, apple pie, peach pie, strawberry pie, French silk pie, pudding pie, banana cream pie, Kool-Aid pie, ice cream pie. All of them. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, guys. All right. If nobody else wants a reading, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to call it a night. We've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes. Going to call it a night. But I'll be back on here tomorrow to sing happy birthday to myself. I know what I'm saying, Jill. Like, I'm so ready to eat. I want all them pies. I just love y'all. I just love y'all. Jeff's in there bobbing and weaving. He's done. He's done. He's probably like this with his phone. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. It's not yet. It's still Friday 13th. And you know what? It always gets cold. It always gets cold. My son, like 2 weeks ago, he was like, "You think it's like, like summer is, not summer, but you think spring is here?" And I'm like, "No, it always snows. It always gets freaking cold the weekend of my birthday. And guys, it's about to get down like freaking 20 degrees here. I mean, We went from 80-degree weather, 85-degree weather, like we could be laying out and shit, to now we're about to be hunkered down again, getting the propane, get the fireplace going again. Like, bipolar weather here in Tennessee. I will rest. Oh, I got a girl. I rest good every night. I sleep so good. I sleep so hard. I sleep good. Yeah, Jeff is so good. He's in there bobbing and weaving. He's done. He's out. Jeff, what you doing, babe? You just woke up? I was just telling everybody who's bobbing and weaving in there. I'm sitting in the office. He's in the sunroom. I do talk in my sleep. I'm talking. I'm working things out. I'm working problems out. I'm getting the solution in my sleep. Yeah, Monday it was 60 by lunch. It was snowing really hard. In the afternoon, melted. I mean, it's like crazy. It's crazy, guys. Like, this is insane. But it does happen every time. Like, it happens. I don't know why I freak out about Tennessee weather ever, because it's always been the same. It's always cold the weekend of my birthday. It'll start to feel good, and then it gets cold again. And we always have one more winter, at least one, if not two. We always have one more little spout of winter. But I've got to get my seedlings. Have you already started planting stuff? We haven't even started doing that. Got to go to Wally World. I saved seeds from last year, but I won't even tell you what happened to that. Yeah, I've already started. You've already started, Cinderella? Yeah, I'm late. We're late. We are so late right now, but it is what it is. We're getting into the solution, okay? Anyways, I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. You're going to go buy flowers tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about. But I can't right now. It's going to be too cold. It's going to be too cold. I have to wait on that. You'll have to send me your flowers. Send me pictures of your flowers, April. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Love, light, and all that's bright, and all that good jazzy shit. Peace out.
Clean like your soul, won't be forgotten. We stand strong for you, never give up. Seek justice and truth. Day and night we search. Community gathers, wipe the tears away. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, babe. It lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, hey. It lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise